we just want to thank everybody for coming out today. This is our ribbon cutting ceremony. We found a great home here at 1125 First Street. And before we get started, I'm going to ask Reverend Dwight Steele to come offer a prayer, and then we will hear from the mayor, and I'll have a few brief comments, and we'll cut this ribbon.
Let us pray. Our Father, our eternal God, the giver of every good and perfect gift, we thank you for this another expression of thy favor that you've given us, just to say thank you. We thank you for the miracle of this day. Every day that we're blessed to see your mercies are fresh and new, and great is thy faithfulness. You said in your word that every good and perfect gift comes from you. We thank you for the gift of this new business. We thank you for the vision and the visionary, for the management team and all who will work with this business, and we ask that you stamp your favor upon it. Bless them as they bless others. And then in this time of Thanksgiving, help us to always be mindful of those who are less fortunate than we are, regardless of race, color, or creed. When we have left this celebration today, let at least one be able to say, it was good for us to have been here. If I fail in asking, don't you fail in granting, for we ask these things now in your Son's name. Amen.
Amen. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Anytime I'm here and there's a ribbon out, it's a good day for Roanoke.
Yes, sir.
It's a good day for Roanoke. I'm delighted this afternoon to be joined by my colleague on City Council, Councilman Wade Ferris, is here. Our Director of Economic Development, Wayne Bowers, is here. Of course, my good friend Steele, Pastor Steele. And I'm always pleased to see Joyce Rodman. Joyce is here. That also tells me it's a good thing that's going on. And I want to recognize my clerk, the clerk of the council, Miss Stephanie Moon. She's Moon Reynolds. She's here with me today. And so it's a good day for everybody, and I'm delighted to be here and very proud of what's taking place here in Roanoke. The opening of Blue Ridge Towers Incorporated in the city of Roanoke is another example of Roanoke's continued growth and vibrancy. As one of 35 cell tower providers in the country, Blue Ridge Towers Incorporated conducts work in 5 states. So the founder and president, Anthony Smith, could have chosen any market to open his business. And we are very fortunate that he chose us here in Roanoke. And I'm so proud of Anthony. I've known him over the years. He's a person that is energetic, committed to making it, who can get knocked off his feet, get knocked down, but get right back up. He's resilient. And I'm so proud of all that he's done and continue to do, and thanking him and appreciate him what he's doing here in the Valley. So thank you, Anthony, the founder and president, for trusting us and opening and investing here in the city of Roanoke. Blue Ridge Towers Incorporated is a Virginia-based, privately held, minority-owned cell tower company. And let me say minority-owned cell tower company. There's not a lot of those out here.
That's right.
Not a lot of those out here. So sometimes I think that's significant in a lot of different ways. The company develops, constructs, and owns both traditional and self-towers. The company strives to use materials, contractors, and equipment from locally based companies as they develop sites for business. That's a good thing. That's a good thing for us to be local. Once constructed, Blue Ridge Towers Incorporated leases their towers to companies familiar to us, such as Intel, Verizon, and T-Mobile. Mr. Smith, Anthony has invested by recently purchasing this building with 3 full-time employees and plans to expand adding 5 additional full-time employees by the end of the first quarter of 2017. Another good thing for our valley. This new 3,200 square foot office in Old Southwest Roanoke neighborhood being located here is beautiful. And we know that the company will continue its success and growth right here in this community in Southwest. However, Anthony, I just want to let you know that when you're ready to expand, we're ready to accommodate you here in the valley.
Yes, sir.
And again, we want to thank you. And I know there's some people here that I'm going to let you introduce because you can share with them that we're working with you closely. But again, we want to welcome you to Roanoke. Thank you for your investment in our city. And we want to wish you continued success as you make an impact in our community economically. Thank you so much.
Well, the older I get, the more I become a man of fewer words, so I'm not going to speak long. I'm just going to say that this is not really a celebration today as much as it is an introduction of my business and a shout from the top of the hills that Blue Ridge Towers is here. We want to be a part of the greater Roanoke business community. We've got some great opportunities ahead of us, and we'll do our best to make them come to pass. There's a lot of people here in the audience who have helped us get our start. My partner, Don Drawn, who drove up from Raleigh, North Carolina, and Durham, North Carolina today. Mr. John Lewis, our surveyor, who has surveyed all of our towers to date, Fork Mountain Survey, and also Mr. Doug Wilson from the Wilson Law Group over off of Brambleton. So, and I would be remiss if I did not thank, it's a blessing to be able to open an office and look to your left and see your mother and your father sitting beside each other. So, my dad plays a big role in my business as well. I don't think I get on a flight or a long trip that he's not there. So everybody else, we all know each other. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. I just want to cut this ribbon and get to work. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and everyone who came out. And I hope you guys keep your fingers crossed and wish us the best of luck. Thank you. Let me get the big scissors, Mr. Man. There's the boss. All right. Turn around, baby. All right. Ready, Mr. Man? Okay.
All right, at the count of, everybody in? Everybody in?
We're all in.
All right, here you go. Come on, man. Put your hands on that. At the count of 3, we're going to say cell tower.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Cell towers. Yay.